Which of them? That one is 15,000.
Let's have it.
It's different from others. When you touch it, the quality is even
It's
different.
different.
Yes.
Okay. What about the black?
The other one is 8,000. This other black one is 12,000.
This one.
The one after the brown bag. And you pick one now.
This is a big one. What about this one?
That one is 8,000. 8.
Imagine that.
You price now. You can price. Isn't it the hand? Like the brown one. Like it's not strong like to compare to this one. Okay. Oh, thank God for light. Oh. Yes. That's why their prices are different. That one is 8,000. Which one? This one. It's 12,000. No. You price now. No, that one won't go for 8. I can give you for maybe 9,500. Pursue you how? You when you see this brown bag, you know see even what's that money.
No, because I don't want price that. That's the look at it. I want price smaller one first.
That brown bag, I mean, why even can keep am for myself?
Oh,
The bag is very strong.
this one last one.
How much you want buy that one?
How much you need to sell?
8,000. Eh?
5 there you go.
Fine for where? You see, the way they sell this bag. Which one? What are fit
Buy the high quality.
for the black? Which of the black? The black and white. Now, what's in the market with that too? And besides, I know they go market now. Another type day, where be high quality. Okay, let me charge my phone. No, the guy is still there. I bet me they don't take. I want so close now.
How much you give me last for this one? I don't want to put my shoe.
How much you want buy now?
Let me for.
No. That bag, I bought the same price with the big one. No mind say it's small. They sell at the same price with that black and
Why
white.
can't be the same price?
I don't know. The same question I answer for market. So the same.
Talk now.
Eh?
Last.
You can give me 7 or 7.
Oh, wow.
I
No,
get.
what of 5?
No, you don't go 5.
You don't give 5.
No. If you say you go, I will sell for you.
Okay, now.
Alright. So guys, I've been praying for this light and thank God they just brought light now. So let's start. I just brought this table here today because of, at first I never wanted to bring my table down here, but there is nothing I can do. I have to work with my table. So let's see how we can settle all of this and then bring out, okay, try to on the light. Alright. So if you're watching and you haven't subscribed, please subscribe and also like this video so that you get more audience. Oh, please. need scissors, we need this. We also need chalk. Where is that chalk? I thought I put my chalk here. Nine. Please, I need that chalk. It's very, very important. We need iron. We need iron. We need this. This is my safety pin. Where's my chalk? No, I need to look for something. I not just. Okay, where is the fabric? Did I put that chalk? Okay. So this is the fabric I'll be working with. You can see how beautiful it is, right? This is the fabric I'll be working with. And I'm also going to use this ashoke on it. You see how beautiful it is? So, I also have another one, but I don't think it's on this particular video. Let's just do it bit by bit. I also have this one here from same client, alright? I also have this one has like 2 different shades. You can see. So we are going to first work on this, which is the picture you saw before you click on to join the live, right? We are going to first work on this first. So let me on my tripod so that it will be, I want the place to be very bright. Okay. So I'm trying to on this light. I don't know. Every time I want to use this light, I will have to start struggling with it. Okay. Oh my God. Should we work with it like this without the light? Because I don't understand what's wrong with this to my tripod. It's just giving me a headache. This is serious. Let's see how I can fix it now. Okay. I'm trying to do some construction here. All right. Thank God. So you'll be needing your ruler. You need your fabric. This is my ashoke. This is the ashoke I'm going to use for this. You will need your ruler. You need your tape. This is my tape. If you are just joining, please do well to like the video and subscribe. This is my scissors. This is my safety pin. This right here is my iron. So you also need your chalk. So let me get my chalk. I don't know. Where I get that chalk. Okay, I've seen it. So this is my chalk. Another thing you use your client's measurements. Alright? So you will need your client's measurements as well. So, first I'm going to clean up my table so that I can work with it. So we start with the fabric. This is Ankara fabric and it comes in 6 yards. So what I will do right now is to open it up. So when folding your fabric, if you are a beginner, you will notice that from here, when you fold it this way, you see how it is. This is in 45 inches. Ankara usually comes in 45 inches, right? So this is in 45 inches. This is where you have like your 45 inches. And this is where you can have as much as you want, like any length you are working with. This is where you have it. So instead of you folding your fabric, you know when you fold it this way, since you are not working with the shorter version, there is no way you can get the full length, right? So the length I'm working with is 60 inches. The length I'm working with is 60 inches. Hold on, please. So sorry about that. The length I'm working with is 60 inches length. So what I'll do right now, instead of me folding it this way, I'll just turn it over like this. This fabric is very beautiful. So fold it this way. get the length of the pants. Once you folded your fabric into two this way, this is something I talked about this a lot on the channel. So when you, after folding it this way, measure to be sure that the fold you have is exactly your 60 inches. For me, I'm working with 60 inches, and what I have here is just 60 inches. So I'm going to add extra 2 inches for folding allowance. So I'll fold this again. And then I'll take the measurements again to be sure. So she got this fabric from me, because I also sell fabrics like this just in case my clients, maybe they have anything in mind, they can just come and pick any fabric and tell me what to do. So this is more than, okay, this is 62 inches. So I'll just cut away the excess. Now, this is what is legs. Can you see? Just fold it and keep it inside. What's left is about 2 inches. Sorry, 2 yards. You just keep this aside. So remember, the fabric is folded into two. I'll go ahead and fold it again into 4. So this way we'll be cutting the back and the front together. Also make sure you iron it out. I'll still take this measurement to be sure. Okay. So after folding this into 4, go ahead and iron it out. You need to iron your fabric, most especially if you want to make this kind of style we are about to create. So try to iron it out. So I've ironed it out, and I hope you guys can see what I'm doing here. Now it is folded into 4. We're cutting both the back and the front together. So bring your ruler and your chalk. My client's shoulder measurement is 14. So half of it is 7. So from here, I'm going to come in by 7 inches. Now the sleeve length is 17. From here, I'll measure 17. Okay, we're not going to mark 17 because we're going to be adding ashoke to the sleeve. And the width of this ashoke, from here to here is 6 inches. So when you measure from here to here is 6 inches. So half inch is going to be for the joining because we'll join it to the dress, right? So which means we have 5 and half. So 17 inches minus 5 and half. So 17 minus 5 and half, we have 11 and half, right? So from here, I'll mark 11 and half. So when you take measurement from the center, like the folded part, to where we have this 11, altogether is 18 and half inch. Okay. Good afternoon too. Sorry, I'm not late, we just started. So when you measure from here to here is 18 and half. I hope you guys can see. Like what we did, for those of you that just joined us right now, I had to fold my fabric into 4. The normal way I do fold my fabric on my YouTube, some of my YouTube videos. Sorry about the noise. Please do well to tap the screen so that we can get more likes, alright? So I folded it into 4, and now I just marked my client's half shoulder measurement, which is 7 inches, and then I marked her sleeve length. So right now the next thing I'm going to do is to mark how wide I want the sleeve to be. So I'm going to use 10 inches. That's how wide I want it to be. How wide, like how wide here, how wide you want this place to be. So I marked 10 inches. So I'll connect the line now. From where I have this 11, I'll connect it downward like this. If this video is not very visible for you, please let me know. Maybe I can adjust this camera. So after connecting it this way, I'm just going to mark this line across. So this is going to be like our bust line. So I'll just mark it across. Can you see? Just mark it across, just like this. I think I need to bring this camera close. I need to. So just mark the line across this way. Now, the person I'm making this outfit for, she's not very busty. So her hip is bigger than her bust. So what I'll do is, instead of using her round bust divided by 4, I'm going to use her round hip divided by 4. If your bust is your biggest circumference, like when you take measurement around your bust, if your bust is bigger than your hip, then when making bubu, use your bust instead of your hip. But if your hip is the biggest measurement, use your hip. So her hip is 44 inches. So let's divide that by 4. So 44 divided by 2 is 22, and divided by 4 is 11 inches. So I'll come over here and mark 11 inches. And she also said she don't want the gown to be too big. That's another thing you need to find out from your clients before you start making dress for them. She said she don't want it very big. Extra 3 inches to this plus sewing allowance, right? I'll just mark 3 inches plus sewing allowance. I'll just mark it here. So 11 inches plus 3 inches. Sorry, 11 here plus 3 inches, making it 14 inches altogether. So when you measure from here to here, you have 14. You're going to take it down to the end of the dress. After that, connect it into a straight line. Okay, so connect it to the end. And after connecting it, we're going to come to this part where we have like the armhole and make a curve. Just curve it. Now we are done with this, let's work on the neckline. So for the back, I'm going to use 3 inches neck width for both back and front. And for the back, I will use 1.5 inch neck depth. Then I'll connect it. For the front, I'm going to come down by 6 inches. Okay, 6 inches. By the time we are done stitching, it will now fall into 6.5 inch. So I'll connect it in form of a V. So after that, I'll go ahead and cut it out. So because we are cutting both the back and the front together, we're going to first cut out the back neckline. Okay, so I've decided to add pockets to this. So let it be like a cut together pocket. Instead of, coming again to start cutting out pockets and then adding pockets to it. So let's just do like a cut together pocket. So what I'll do is from the upper part here, which is like the shoulder line, I'm going to come down to 17 inches. This works for everybody. So 17 inches here. And then how do I call it? Just come down again by 7 inches. This is where your hand will pass through to your pocket, right? So from here, I'll just create like a pocket. Okay, just a single pocket. Alright, so let's do a cut together pocket. That's it. So right now I'll just go ahead and cut it out. When you get to this part where you have your pocket, you follow the chalk. Just curve it as it goes, right? simple as that, right? It's very, very simple. So I want to have like a shoulder slope. I want to have a shoulder slope here. So I'll come down by about, let's just come down by half inch. It was supposed to be 1 inch, so we're going to be using half inch to join it. So let's come down by half inch. And then connect it back to the neck with just like this. I'll cut it out. So after cutting, remove the one that is inside. So this will serve as the bag. Remove it. And let's cut out the front neckline. Make sure you don't cut out the front neckline while the back piece is still inside. If not, you have both neckline looking like V. Always take note of this. Okay? So let's cut out the neckline. So I will use this now. I'm going to cut out facing. I'll cut out facing for both the back and the front. You can use the pieces you have to just cut out your facing. So I'm going to use the leftover pieces I have here to cut out the facing. So I'll just place it like this. Alright. I'll just place this carefully. Then pin it down. Pin it down before you cut. Cut it alongside the shoulders. So from the shoulder you can just come in by 3 inches or 4 inches. Just come in by 4 inches. So cut it to that 4 inches this way. Make sure you don't cut the main fabric. Just cut it this way. Alright? Just cut it in from the shoulder. Once you're done with that, remove your pin. If you have any question, feel free to drop questions. Don't just look at me. If you don't understand what I'm doing, feel free to ask questions. Thank you, Onome. Thank you very much. So I will curve this now. Just a very little curve. Alright, just like this. You can see, this is what it's like. I don't know if you can see it from here. This is what it looks like. So let's cut out the back. Let's cut out for the back facing. You're going to fold it into 2 again and bring your back pieces. So just make sure you arrange it properly. Then place it here. And also pin it down. Just like we did for the front, from the shoulder line, I'll just come in by 4 inches. This is where the back shoulder stop for the facing, and then go ahead and trace it out. Then remove your pins. And then just make a round curve. That's it. So before we attach our actual cake to the bag, we need to join the facing to both the back and the front. So we're going to start with the back. Bring your facing right sides facing each other. Just open it up this way. Place them right sides facing each other like this, and then pin it down. I'll do same thing to the front. So I'll just open it up and then place it right sides facing each other. So right now I'm going to now stitch on it following the neckline. Alright, so I'll stitch on it and then I'm also going to do same thing to the bag. Let's fix this machine. See how portable my sewing machine is. If where you are you don't have lights, then don't go for this machine because it's electric. Okay, I'll have to manage it this way. So we don't need to sitting down. What I want to do is something very simple. Let's join this together. From the shoulder here, just join it. bag is make sure you notch it. Be careful when you are notching your fabrics so that you don't cut your stitches. So after notching this, I'll turn it now to the wrong side. Turn it to the wrong side and iron it out. Make sure you always concentrate on your front. Like, sorry, I was on call. Sorry, guys. So iron it, turn it over to the right side, and iron it again. So before we work on the bag, we are going to be attaching adding the ashoke. So let's work on this first. Okay, since we're already with the front pieces, so let's add the ashoke to it. This is the ashoke I'll be using for this. So I'm going to pick one side of it this way and cross it through the neckline. Let me turn it over like this. I don't know if it's okay like this or like this. So let's work with it like this. So I'll place it this way. Now you're going to look for where the front is. Make sure you don't place it wrongly. This is the bag. I'll just mark, this is the bag. Okay, so I'll place the front like this. Place it following the neckline. Alright? Place it following the neckline. You need to be careful. And then pin it down. Pin it down here. Alright. And then you're going to pick another side and cross it over like this. Place it again following the neckline. Make sure you are doing this on the right side of your ashoke. In case you don't know, ashoke has like front and back, so you need to take note of that. So pin it over like this. When you get to this neckline, that looks as if it will be somehow difficult. Just try your best to see how you can. Place following the neckline. Try your best. Place it following this neckline. All right, do same thing to this other one. Place it following your neckline. All right, bring it down like this. Just do it carefully. Don't be in a haste. Be careful with it. When you get to any point, pin it down. Alright? Until it's close up somewhere here. Just continue like that. Okay? So you see that this actually has its own different designs. So now that you've succeeded in placing it this way, you're now going to try your best to see how you can follow up this design in form of a V. So try your best to see how you can follow up the design. So I'm going to bring this camera close. Just a little bit closer. Just like this. So you see, I have been able to pin it down to the neckline here. So I'm going to try to see how I can follow up this ashoke in form of a V. This is something you need to be very careful of because it's not really easy. So just try your best to see how you can follow it up. Guys, let me bring this camera closer again. So this is it. So the first line here, which is like the red, I'm going to see how I can curve this into a V. Follow it up slowly. See? So just fold it in. What I'm doing is just folding it in this way. Now that I've folded in, wait, let me bring it this way. So this is it here. I folded it this way. So when I get to the part where I don't want to be seeing the red again, I will just fold it in. Can you see? When I get to that part where I don't want to be seeing the red again, I'll fold it in this way. Okay? And then I'll do same thing on this other side. I'll just fold it in as well. I hope you guys can see what I'm doing. You just fold it this way. Can you see? So I've gotten the red and it stops here. So I'll just pin it down. Once you fold, try to pin it down. Pin it down. Can you see? So the next line we're working with is this green. I'll fold it until it fades somewhere here. Can you see what I'm doing? I'll just fold it in until it fades here. So you see, I've gotten the green now. So it's now time to pin it down. So the next one is this navy blue. So I hope you guys are seeing what I'm doing. So the next one here is the navy blue. So as it goes, you will notice that it actually fades in some ways, okay? So just try your best. It's very simple. I've gotten the navy blue and I'll pin it down as well. Pinning is very, very important. Very, very necessary. So do also pin it down. Okay. The next one here is the gold. So the next one here is the gold. And I think I'll stop where the gold stops. Alright, so let's stop where the gold stops. So this is it. Okay, let's stop where the navy blue stops. So I'll pin the gold this way and also pin this one here. You can already see how this is. You can see that the navy blue is just, you can see how beautiful it looks, right? So let's stop where the navy blue stops. Alright, let's stop here. So what do you think? See how beautiful it is. You see? Can you see? It's very simple. You can see that it's very simple. You see how beautiful it is? Oh, this is so nice. I'm even sweating too. Now, before you remove your pins, please iron it out. Iron it out is very, very important to iron. Because when you iron it, you have a ghetto line. You have a ghetto line. Remember, we'll have to stitch it. So iron it out. Alright. Then open it up this way and cut the excess. Be careful so that you don't cut on your fabric. So I'll remove it now. I'll remove the pin. When you remove the pin, because you have ironed it out, you see that it actually has a ghetto line. So that is the line you'll be working with. I'll just place this two like this and pin it down. Alright. And then remove the other pins. Place them this way and pin it down again. So I'll take this now to my sewing machine and stitch following this ghetto line. If you stitch and then you find out that it's not smooth, like it's not following the way it's supposed to be, you will need to loosen it up and start all over again. So let's cut away this excess. it came out very well. Okay, this is nice. Very beautiful. Wow. Thank God I got it right though. You can see. Can you see? See how beautiful it is. Alright, so let's cut out the excess. And also iron the seams open. What's wrong with this ring light and big? It's as if I walk with my distance without the light. So let's hold this light and big. So you already see, this is what it is, right? So let's just cut all this excess. So I want to still cut away this point because I don't like the way it's looking. I don't want it folded. I want it very pointed. Okay, this is it. So I will notch this part that I stitched. And then I'll iron the seams open. Iron it very well. turn it over to the right side and also iron it out so that it's looking straight. So, guys,
I'm sending a message.